Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and today we are going to look at the divine masculine past life, right? And see what needs to be healed because it has been energies or situations, strongholds, blocks, right? Fears, phobias. All of these things are part of past life that have rolled over from life cycle to life cycle. And today we are going to see what you need to face, right? On what you need to do to get over or release past these past life holds, okay? Strongholds. So we're going to go to doorway, gateway to spirit for your spiritual message as you face your past life release. Then we're getting your past life messages, right? Followed by main energies. And then we're going to see what your spiritual connection is. And divine masculines, it already came out. And I'm going to say this. When you are part of this twin flame journey, and they talk about the divine masculines and the divine feminines mirroring each other, the divine masculines, you, and the divine feminines receive the same spiritual connection card, and that is Dark Night of the Soul, right? And then by this card being a 7, this is what you are reflecting. This is what will be healed in your spiritual connection, or this is what needs to be resolved. So, okay, we'll get there, and we are not using the surrender release deck. We are using the night wisdom, because the night wisdom allows us to go a little deeper into a situation and break down some things for clarity, okay? So spirit, what is the spiritual message that cannot be seen in the physical but is there in the spiritual for the divine masculines? You have a card of 2, the lady in the gift. And this card represents generosity, receiving or withdrawing pertaining to a gift. And this is a card of 2. The most deadly or most injuring or damaging numbers on the board at this time, divine masculines, are the 2s and the 4s. The 2s and the 4s are the toggle numbers from the light to the dark, positive to negative, depending on your thought of action, okay? And the most damaging or injuring color at this time is the brown. So here you have white, gold, and purple. The white talks about the purification of clarity of the illumination, that is the gold, of the purple, power or empowerment, which would be perfect according to the fact that a gift is either going to be received or withheld, right, or given. 2s. What are the 2s? The 2s talk about doorway, gateway, opportunities, missed opportunities, decisions, choices, right, that need to be made. Connecting factors of 2 people or 2 situations, right? 2s becoming 1, 2 people becoming 1, right? Two separate situations or ideas joined together to become 1, right? 2s also talks about the conversating and the debating, right? Conversating is the talking and the compromising, right? And the understanding of communication. The debating is the negotiations, the arguments, the law enforcement being called out, the disagreements, right? Or the misunderstanding of communication, right? So let's see what is the energy here, right? Spirit, what is the energy surrounding the lady of the gift or the divine masculines? I'm gonna be kind of like tripping over here because these cards, they're like blowing my mind. The woman holding a coin. Who is this? This is the divine feminine, right? And she's all about balance, right? Or this represents the high priestess, right? And this situation talks about spirit being called for, a spirit coming into play, because these 2 cards are the 8. What is the 8? The 8 represents you calling for a spirit in the situation. Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations, the lady of the gift, right, is here telling us that a gift is getting ready to be given, received, or it's going to be held back. Yes. So let's break it down and see what's going on, divine masculine. Spirit for the divine masculines. The lady of the gift, right? And then the thing about it, masculines, I'm going to tell you something now. Right now, you may be unsure about what to do, which they're telling us this. But at the same time, you're coming in as a weak energy, the lady of the gift, a feminine energy of gift, right? Of the gift, not knowing what to do, but what makes you injured, right? Because feminine energies are the weaker hold of energies. What makes you the weaker energy at this time? Because you cannot make up your mind, or you don't know how to do something as far as give a gift. Should I give this gift? Should I hold it back? If, someone comes and offers me something, should I take it? That lack of knowledge or being in an indecisive mode is what puts you in a weaker energy. And then here, the lady of the gift turns their back on the high priestess or the woman holding a coin. So we're going to see, Spirit, clarify the lady of the gift towards the woman holding a coin. Why is the lady of the gift here? You have the devil towards divine love, unconditional love. And that says the same thing. Devil towards divine love, unconditional love. Devil, you're turning your back. See, devil, block, stop towards divine love. The woman holding a coin. Same thing. Turning your back is that devil. Needing to build yourself up where you can face divine love, right? And stop thinking that, in your mind, we're going to see what this devil is affecting, right? Or where the problem or the block lies, because a lot of times you can, stop yourself from action within your mind. Stop thinking, well, if I go and try to offer her a gift, she's going to reject it. Let me tell you something. I've been telling you all for months and months now. Situations happen, right, to get us mentally stronger, physically stronger, emotionally stronger, and spiritually stronger. Just like you've been over here going through the situation in your head, so has the divine feminine. And I told you guys a long time ago that a delay was going to come. And we are in this delay process, and we'll see that now you have decided that you need to come forth and offer some type of gift that's going to bring a balance. But once again, you delay. Because the devil is a delay as well, or a block. Right? Spirit, what surrounds the devil for the divine masculines at this time? Towards divine love. Look, doesn't want to come out. But it flips around and turns back like it belongs. You see that? You have belonging. Belonging is here. Wow. I just said like it does not belong. Like it wants to, I want to stay with the group, but I really don't. And this is a card of 5. What is the 5? The 5 represents change. Not feeling like you belong with your divine love. Not feeling the time is right. Not feeling or not facing the true connection between you and the divine feminine. Changes. Or is it now that the devil has been seen or recognized? Now you are in a state or a mode of learning that now you two belong together. Belonging. What needs to change? Understand it and get it understood that you two do belong together. And you will come into union together because you two belong together. So never mind the devil. So you just figure it out. So let's look at what's under the bottom of the deck. Look, that mental block. I said your mind. 8 of Swords towards the Hermit. That would be you traveling alone. Towards who? Who are you going to face? The High Priestess. This same High Priestess is the same high priestess. Yep. Going to phase. Mental block. Worry. You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. The Chariot. Chariot is coming. And the Chariot is bringing happiness with it. Nine of Coins. Right? Nine of Coins. So it says, mentally stuck, or the mental block, right? That is that devil. I said stop block, right? That's the devil. Towards the hermit facing the high priestess, right? You have to, because you two belong, right? Belong. And when you go towards the high priestess, what are you doing, right? Outside of following the light, because hermits follow the light, and right now your light is leading you towards the high priestess. But what is your journey pertaining to? The way the staff is pointing, which is back, being mentally stuck, ready to get out of being mentally stuck, ready to remove the devil energy, right? Because now you see that the two of you belong, right? And it is divine love. You see that? Yep. So, okay. So you're going towards the high priestess, right? Who is the high priestess? Physical and spiritual realm. That is, that spiritual connection. Even though you both live in a physical realm, that power of connection, right? So when you journey towards the high priestess, what is going to happen? I'm going to express my emotions or my feelings, right? When I journey towards the high priestess. Why? Because you are on a journey in love. See that? Ace of Staff, Ace of Cups, right? And you're traveling towards the high priestess. Either way it goes, no matter which direction you come, you still are being led towards the high priestess, right? Even though you may be alone going towards your light, or you're in a new journey in love and leaving the regret with someone else from the past, right? This is going to allow the Chariot to come in and bring that happiness in quickly. See that? Why though? Why? Because you're doing the right thing. You two belong together, right? But understand the fact that the power is in your hands. You have the ball in your court right now. It is your turn, right? Because it's like a back and forth game, instead of thinking, mental, I'm just going to stay away. I'm not going to, be in her presence. I'm not going to be in their presence. This is what's going to keep you, mentally stuck, but you want to come out of that, right? So bringing in happiness, right? Because you are going to choose to walk away from something that no longer, served you, or whatever caused you to be in pain or a decision, right? And they're telling us that it was about happiness, right? Because the Two of Swords is by happiness. So the indecision to be happy, you finally made up your mind, even though it may have hurt you, and you're walking with your heartbreak. You are leaving. Why are you leaving? Because I am choosing, Seven of Cups, to bring forth a balance. What is the Six of Coins? Belonging. Who belongs together for the balance? The Hermit towards the High Priestess. So, in order for you to move forward, when you talk about movement, this is movement for you. Removing the devil that's stopping or blocking that divine love, right? And getting out of a stuck position, Eight of Swords, stuck, mental blocks, mental woundings, right? Walking away, that's movement, right? The Chariot coming in to bring forth happiness is also a major movement, major movement. And you journeying to leave someone in the past, and you are journeying towards the High Priestess. Movement. Until you get it within your mind, you're going to stay turning your back on them, right? And that is going to stay keeping your connection blocked. You must get over it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about belonging. Who makes you happy? Right? Who is your divine love? Right? Who are you journeying towards? Who are you going to bring a balance to? Because, why? Along this twin flame journey, it's all about mirroring each other. And still yet, mirroring each other. You're going head to head. You have a light. She has a light. You see? You have a staff. She has a staff. But she has a contract in her hand as well. Yeah. The moon or the sun represents the moon. What is the moon? The reflection of the sun. Mirroring. Twin flame mirroring. They mirror each other. That's how it goes. So that's your spiritual, right, message. So you must choose to receive that gift, right? And when I say receive a gift or the generosity, if someone comes in and they offer you love or something that you love freely, that's called generosity, right? That's this generosity. You have the choice to receive it or not, but if you receive a gift or take a gift or accept the gift, don't forget that the devil is falling behind that gift. More delay, more block, right? Receiving, right? Receiving and the withdrawal. The more you withdraw, the more delay. Because it says devil towards divine love, that is withdrawing. And then when you talk about receiving, that is a mental block, right? Of the devil. Yeah. About how you are going to be received or how your gift is going to be received by the high priestess. No worries. No worries. You know, you let spirit in. Spirit helps you, tells you when to move. No problem. That's how it goes. But it's coming a time you feel it. Divine feminines, they feel it. Because you're that's that mirroring effect. You're the sun, she's the moon. You're the light, she's the dark. But at the end of the day, in order for a balance to be made, don't you have to have the light and the dark, the positive, the negative, the yin and the yang? They make that, right? So it's nothing. You have another message, Eight of Staff, communication. Eight of Staff, rapid movement of communication. Clarify. Spirit, clarify the Eight of Staff. What is the Eight of Staff for the divine masculine? Queen of Staff. See that? Queen of Staff. In limbo. About communication. Who is the Queen of Staff? The Queen of Staff is a feminine energy because we're reading for energy. Who is waiting or who has waited and has been wounded by action because it's staff, right? Feminine energy, negative holder of energy, right? Has been wounded or injured by action, passion, drive, even though this is divine feminine, even though she has the power and that spiritual connection upon her crown, she is still a feminine energy that is in limbo, waiting for communication. But until you decide to move out of that devil position or that mental block, they'll stay waiting. Because I told you, you have the ball. You have the ball. And at the end of the day, divine masculines, we all play for the same team. It's just the fact that we're waiting on you to pass the ball, right? So let's look at your past lives. Let's go. Spirit, what is the past life wounding that the divine masculines need to heal at this time? And your cards are wanting to flip over and land back in the deck the correct way, not wanting to be seen. Why are you hiding? Selling out. And this is a card of prostitution. Another past life spirit that needs to be healed. Procrastination is here. Procrastination. Stop procrastinating, right? Get your thoughts and your actions together and move forward. Spirit, what is the energy that surrounds selling out at this time for divine masculine? Cars are flying. Ooh, woo! Let's go. What you need to know, your energy touches a spiritual connection, and it is deceit in reverse. No deceit, because it's deceit in reverse towards what? Trust in the plan of the divines. Let's go, divine masculine. Something not hard to do. Go with the flow. If you've been journeying with me, you know I always tell you, go with the flow, right? Of the universe or of the divines, because when you go against the grain, your life gets harder. Them problems stay coming left and right, piling up left and right. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And that's a part of this dark night of the soul. You can go and look at the divine feminines, past life as well, just like they're gonna look at yours and see what they had to go through and what's going on. That's how I go. Right? Let's go. Spirit surrounding procrastination. A lot of energy here. You have 4. You have hostilities towards the goddess of the moon. Hostilities towards the divine feminine who is receiving illumination, spiritual illumination. Right? Procrastination. Feeling like. Right? They're in a hostile situation with you. The healer of the ages is coming in here to bring forth your balance. Yes. And some are facing a heartbreak. Yeah. So, let's go. One at a time. We'll face. So, looking at selling out, right? What is the selling out? The selling out is the one you, the one thought, the one journey. Feminine energy. Yeah. And this card is the card of prostitution. Where are you selling out at? Where are you selling yourself short? Or where are you being used up and abused up? The one you, the one thought, the one journey. Are you the one being used up by negative people or people who don't want to see you with anything? They just want to gain from you. Those are attachments, which could be friends, family members, co-workers. Yeah, attachments, right? The one thought, where are you coming up short at within your mental? We know you have a mental block because that was part of your spiritual message, right? And what is it that you're not seeing along your journey? Where are you journeying short at? Why are you not facing your fears, right? Selling out, right? A card of 1. Let's see. Let's go to the dark and see what's going on. Spirit, what's around selling out for the divine masculines? Wishing. Wishing? What are you wishing for? Wishing that the divine feminine sees that there's no deception anymore. Deceit. Wishing towards no deceit. Is it the fact that you need to open your eyes and see within your spiritual self that this connection is real? That the divine feminine is real? All right? Or is it that, you feel like you've been burnt once, twice, 3 times before, and you say no more? But don't forget, your spiritual connection is trusting the plan. And it is a card of 4. What is the 4s? The 4s is another toggle number based upon conscious action, right? So you have to be careful, but what you need to know is it's all part of the plan. The 4s talk about what needs to be stabilized, brought down, settled down, grounded, accepted, or what can be rejected. That's that toggle. What will end, right? What will be denied? And this is upon your conscious action, right? So you, right, selling out, one you, one thought, one journey, towards your wishing, one you, one thought, one journey, towards no more deception And then deception or deceit is in reverse, is you. Because it's a number of 7. What is the 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection. I, right, will no longer sell myself short because I am wishing that deceit be removed from around my surroundings, right? Or someone sees no deceit in me, or I see no deceit towards the plan. Towards the plan. See? It can go a lot of ways, but let's look into this wish. Let's see what you got going. What do you got going on? Spirit for wishing for the divine masculine. Clarify wishing. Or when you talk about the divine feminines, maybe, since we're talking on levels of connection or levels of frequency, mirroring, right? Maybe the divine feminine is saying, stop selling yourself short, right? I wish you would see that there is no deception in the plan. Twin flame, baby. See that? That's how it go. So let's go. Spirit clarify wishing. Let's see where wishing come up. What does wishing clarify? Who? Okay, overselling out. Selling out towards the Knight of Cups, coming in with an offer, emotional offer. And you're going to continue to sell yourself short, right? Why? Because you have not crossed over that stream of water. Even though you could be feeling the connection, right? And they're here telling us that the spiritual logic or the spiritual wisdom is here. That's the I, right? But it is a time for you to get your mental together. That's the spear going straight up, right? About this offer. But this offer is not guaranteed until you cross over the stream of water. And then the thing about it, what do you need to see, or what do you need to know? What do you need to understand? Ancient wisdom is the pyramids, right? So that's this. That's the divines all up in here. That rep those pyramids. The creation of ancient wisdom is trusting in the plan, right? And the way is being cleared. That is the orange ground, or obstacles removed. That is the no deception. See that? Obstacles being removed. Towards crossing over the screen and giving the offer. Wishing is here. Wishing is here. See that? You just have to keep journeying forward. Stop selling yourself short. Stop thinking that there was no real connection. Stop causing the mental blocks, or stop causing the delays. Follow your spiritual side, because the purpose of spirituality is so that you can build up your spiritual so it can lead you in your physical. Yeah. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're just a spiritual being within a physical body or a physical shell, correct? Spirit clarify the Knight of Cups. Offering. No stability. Look, I'm going to show you. No stability, right? Or no connection in no deceit. See that? It's real. Because this 4 of staff that was reversed, flipped over, and they mirror each other. Both of them are in reverse. No deception, no stability within the connection. See that? Yeah. Make sure you understand and comprehend that this is what it is. Spirit clarify the Knight of Cups, 4 staff in reverse. No worries. Look, 9 of Swords in reverse. No worries towards the offer. Why? Because the offer will not be made in deception or defeat. See that? Plain and simple. And your 9 of Swords jumps in front of the king, the Knight of Cups. No worries, no mental stressing, right? No anxiety, no depression. It's a mind thing. What's under the bottom of the deck? The 8 of coin. Look. Star. And I'm going to tell you something now, divine masculines. I see a lot of people do like your divine masculines reading towards your feminine or for yourself. And because they are a divine feminine, like they talk down on you guys, you don't have to worry about that over here. I'm not with that. I may ask you a couple of questions because when the divine feminists watch this video, because they're going to watch it and see what you got going on, I'm going to ask you questions from the standpoint of the divine feminine. I'm not going to beat you down, right? Because my purpose is to bring forth illumination and enlightenment towards your mental, of your actions, of your emotions, and let you know that spirit is real and that this journey is very real. And the divine feminines own it, right? And see, sometimes you have to be in a masculine, you have to step out of that ego area. You have to step out away from being that, like that hard persona. I understand your friends who can be that block. I understand your family who could be that block. And I understand that the devil is also very real, right? So you have to allow spirit to lead you and guide you so you know when to pull back and when to step forward. You see? So after the star, you have the 4 of cups, right? The 8 of cups is here. Who also showed up to the party? The lovers. The king of coin, yourself. This represents the divine masculine. Right? The 6 of coin is also here. It is time of completion, baby. World. Getting out of that devil energy. 9 of cups, happiness. What? Ace of cups. It's going to be a lot of cup cards here, which is emotions, and it's going to be a lot of majors because they've been telling you to get out of your mind. And when you step out of your mind, go right to that heart. Let's go. Hermit towards what? Destiny. And I'm going to pull again because I see more majors. Chariot, when I say it's a lot of major changes getting ready to take place towards the end or the death, towards a home situation. 10 of cups. When I say it's so real. And here's another, more majors. Look, more majors. The hangman. New perspective, right? Having that strength. Because why? You holding it back. See that? 4 of coins towards the resistance of what? The sun, the illumination, the guidance, the success. You control the ball, correct? But now you are going to learn that all that procrastinating and holding back, you stopping yourself from being happy. Happy. Successful. A lot of you have to learn about your birthrights. So, you just be careful. Be careful. Okay, give me a second, y'all. New perspective. Wait a minute. New perspective. Strength. I got these out of order. Hold on. You going towards, okay, quickly. End. Home. New perspective. Oh, I got it. I missed one card. I pulled it wrong, but we good. Boom. Okay. Balance. Completion. Happiness. Okay. All right. Got it. We good. I had to stack them up, right? So it says, wishing to advance, right? Wishing towards advancing, hoping, right? Wish fulfillment towards the 8 of coins, advancement. Now, let me tell you about the 8 of coins, right? You are on a valuable pathway. You have value in your reach, and you have the tool that you need to build up a 6 of coins. What is the 6 of coins? That balance, right? Wishing toward the advancement. And then, who is the advancement towards? My 3 of cups, which is my attachment. So building up a balance, or working towards building up a balance, or creating a balance towards my attachment, because I am on a journey in love. See that staff? Ace of cups. Yeah, you try to hide, right? But how can you hide from the high priestess? There's no hiding. Tuned in, So you're like, oh, I'm over here doing this. They can't see me. Oh, they see everything you do. Just like a lot of you, step out of your little inner, your little emperor, and you step into the high priest. Same thing. You watch everything that they do, right? So a new plan towards the lover And this plan is spiritual. See that? A new spiritual plan, right? Or feelings towards a new spiritual plan towards the lovers, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine. And the lovers is all about what? That balance. It's a card of 6. Whose lover? The divine masculine's lover. See that? Divine masculine's lover, right? And what are you doing? You're bringing a balance. See that? Bringing a balance, right? 6 of coin. And that is going to be the completion, right? They're telling you it's going to end a cycle successfully. And that this cycle is going to be successful because the balance will be here. The balance of who or what? The lovers. See that? Right? So what is going to happen? Divine love towards happiness. Divine love, unconditional love towards happiness. The Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups make the 10 of Cups. And then they tell us that is fated. Boom. That is your destiny, right? That is your destiny. It's fated. So it tells us that the divine masculine, now you jump out of your divine, masculine mode, and you jump into your hermit mode, journeying and traveling alone. Why are you journeying and traveling alone? Quickly, moving towards the end, right? Of what? A home situation. See that? Home situation. Journeying alone to end a home situation. Chariot towards death, towards home. Or, if you don't want to be so drastic, you want to dress it up, it could be saying that the hermit is journeying quickly towards the transformation of a home situation. This could be talking about you changing residence. Yeah. Changing where you lay, So what has happened when the transformation takes over, when the end takes over? You're going to have a new perspective of how you look at things. And the reason why your new perspective is here, because that beetle represents the divines, right? And you're in a spiritual position of hanging, right? Spiritual is the wings towards wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Divines is here, right? And they're literally above your head because you're hanging upside down. Your journey is being purified and you're gaining love within your mental because that is a red scarf or a red band, right? And when you have a new perspective, what are you going to see or accept or understand? That there's no more holding back strength. See that? The 4 of coins, strength, holding back strength. There's no more of that. Why? Why? Because when you hold back the strength to move forward and make things happen, those transformations, you resist the sun. You fight against the sun. You fight against the divines. You fight against yourself. Why do you fight against yourself? Because I told you earlier, right? When we were talking about the lady in the gift with the divines and the belonging. Remember that? First message. You are the sun. She is the moon, or they are the moon. So if you are the sun, they are the moon, and reflect each other, aren't you fighting against yourself here? Even though that mental weakness could be making you think that you're fighting against the high priestess. See that? No, you're fighting against yourself. I just said you two are on the same frequency. Twin flame journey connection. So who you think you see or what you think you know, and it's going to happen. You know why? Because the divines are all over. This is the divines all up in here, right? Divine, spiritual. You're going to be in a spiritual hole, but at the same time, a spiritual plan. See that? Spiritual. That eye is spiritual, right? The Knight of Cups, that shield, spiritual. Spiritual. So therefore, when you think that you're fighting against the connection, what are you doing? You're fighting against the spiritual, and that's not going to happen because you'll never win. You're fighting against ultimate success. You're fighting against the divines, because the divines, they are the ones who give us divine thought, divine action, divine plan, because we are the divine's investments. So therefore, we are the divine's puppets. Correct? Just in case you ain't know. But yeah, that's what it is. So get out of your head and stop warring and fighting against the sun. You'll never beat the sun. Never beat the sun. Right? So let's look. Stop selling yourself short. Trust in the plan. There is no deception here. There's no deception here. I don't know what you got going on, but it's no deception here. So now let's go to your second situation of past life, which talks about the procrastination. Or you, why are you procrastinating? Procrastination is an 8. Changes are coming, because procrastination is an 8. That means call for spirit in the situation. Spirit, come help me. I know I'm stalling. I know I need to do this, but I just can't move. I'm stuck. How hard is it, right? Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations. And isn't it quite funny how this is a feminine energy with a black cat? Y'all already know I'm going back. Just like the high priestess with her black cat. Same thing. Divine feminines are balancing themselves. That is the 6. And you over here in your feminine energy. Right? There's a mirror, and there's something in that mirror. Oh, that's a clock. Time. Right? So, feminine energy that is getting ready to go through a transformation would be you. That's why the woman holding a coin and procrastination is going back to back. Divine feminines have changed, right? They have changed where that they see their value, see the cat looking at the value, but your cat is like looking over there at divine feminines too. 2 black cats, babe. You're getting ready to go through a change because you still come in here as a weak energy, a wounded energy of time, a wounded energy of time that needs to be illuminated. You see that light. So until you wake up and face the action, you're going to stay fighting against the divine feminines. I told you they went through a change. Goddess of the moon, spiritual, high priestess, same thing, same person. And you're coming in and fighting against them. They have been illuminated. And then this is the 7. 7 represents self-reflection, the divine feminine. And here you are as a divine masculine coming in as an 8 again. Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations towards the hostile masculine, warring towards the illuminated divine feminine. Be careful, because it's all about delays, right? Some are going to accept, right? And they are going to heal the situation, because this is a 6 card of 6, heal of ages. Whether it be you stop procrastinating and follow your spiritual journey, or stop procrastinating and allow the spiritual realm to assist you in the physical, you're going towards the healer of the ages, right? Healer of the ages. But when you put procrastination with the divine feminine of the moon in the middle, you're literally like on a scale, or you're literally like surrounding the divine feminine with weakness of time and illumination towards the fighting against mentally, because that's a sword that represents mental, of the illumination of the divine feminine. See, trapped. Don't do that, because see, the thing about it, just like you have power and you come in as the high priest, you're dealing with a high priestess. So what you thought, she didn't have any fight back, get back? Have you ever been with a feminine that It's been just like in rage mode. You just came out of that with the divine feminines. This lets us know that they're calm now and illuminated. And then you're coming in here and swinging your sword against them. Some of your divine feminines will fight back. Don't do that. I'm just letting you know, if you're a divine masculine, you like to, throw your little magic and play with your little magic. Don't do that. Because the last thing we need in this journey is for a war, spiritual warfare to start between the two. Because you want to, in your head, you get back in your ego, and you're going to show them. But guess what? Some of your divine feminines, they'll show you. And now it's tug of war. Where's the movement? You're not journeying together. You're opposing each other. No, we're not doing that. They watch everything you do, just like you watch everything that they do, right? And some of you are getting ready to face a broken heart. Or some of you need to get over the broken heart from the last relationship. Not hard to do. The divine feminines had to do it. I told you a long time ago. A lot of the things that the divine feminine goes through, so does the divine masculine. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to beat around the bush with you. Being a divine masculine, honey, you have a lot more to do and a whole lot more to deal with than these divine feminines. So leave them in their illuminated state. Calm, please. Because you don't want this divine feminine to turn into rage. Because you walking around with your S on your chest or your little bat helmet on or whatever. Because I'm going to tell you something. Even though you're swinging that sword over here at the goddess of the moon, your head is unprotected, honey. And if this is a high priestess who toggles from the light to the dark, considering the fact that she is a ruler within the darkness, if it was me, and I'm going to be real with you, guess where I'm aiming? Headshot. Don't do that. That's not what it's about. Because I'm going to come straight for your head. You're already within your mental. That's why you got the sword there. Right? So anyway, let's go and see what's going on with you two. We're going to find out what's going on here. Right? That's 1. The healer of the ages. That's 2. And a broken heart is 3. And it's funny because the divine feminines had 3 focal points that they had to heal within this procrastination too. Or not the procrastination, but they own past life strongholds. So spirit 4, the goddess of the moon towards hostilities. What needs to be seen, understood, and accepted about the 2? Woo. Strength. Strength. What needs to be seen about the 2? Strength. And guess what? It's a card of 8. When I say you're getting ready to go through transformations, I mean transformations. Transformation after transformation. If you have to get to a certain point, because see, the thing about it is, when you're talking about frequencies and vibrations, the numbers and the colors, and in order to come into union, you both must be vibrating at the same level. There's no one higher than the other, right? So if you on a level 3, just say, right, and your divine feminine is on a level 4, right, and it's time to come into union, there is no connection. The only way connection or a union can happen is if you're both vibrating on the same level, a 4 and a 4, right, and then it comes together. So do not slow down your progression. Where does your strength lie? What do you need to see, understand about the strength, right? Whether it be you needing to stop, swinging that sword towards the divine feminine. Because at the end of the day, just like she knows, or they know, and what you two both need to understand, that there's strength in the union, or there's strength between the two. Making it all come together and work for your good or the betterment of all. Because this twin flame journey is about the divine purpose of the illumination of the world to you two, or to you guys, right? So let's look at this Hill of Ages. What's going on? Spirit, what surrounds the Hill of Ages for the divine masculine? This balance, right? Woo! Over strength. Over strength, right? That came out for the goddess of the moon and hostilities. You have two facing down. So this is what you don't see. Hill of the Ages. Bringing a balance, right? To what? Or to who? A playful. See, someone is playing with you. Or you need to embody this playful energy. And this is an 8 too, right? Towards the high priestess of earth. The high priestess of earth. Listen, some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Or you may be dealing with people or someone who, takes you for a joke, which this is something you're going to face. Or you need to bring down, settle down, and ground yourself and take this seriously. Because see, playful is going away from the goddess of the earth, which talks about grounding yourself. So a balance of ages or balance of yourself can come up in here. You see that? Need to do that, right? And then the thing about it is, you have a choice or a decision to make that if that's what you want to do or not, because these two make the two. Do you make the choice or the decision to be balanced or bring forth a balance? Or do you reject it or turn your back on it? Balance. Your decision. And then now let's look at your brokenhearted. These are 3 focal points that you have to face, divine masculines, from your past. Spirit for broken heart. Broken heart. Woo! You have the grove, right? And the grove faces you. The creation of the grove with this heartbreak. Woo! The creation of the grove talks about you needing to step out of confusion, or you need to calm yourself out of confusion, right? Get out of this confusion or this chaotic state about this broken heart. Now it talks about you needing to be alone or be by yourself to figure things out. But divine masculines, when you go and figure this out or figure out what you need to do as far as releasing this heartbreak, do not take any friends or family members with you, because that cat that sits upon that great bench talks about confusion. Whether it be you going towards your friends or your family or co-workers, whoever, right? Schoolmates, going to try to figure out a problem or figure out the heartbreak. First of all, let me be real with you and let me be honest with you. They didn't go through this heartbreak with you. Only you did. Because see, you can go and talk to your family member about the heartbreak, whether it be, something that was like really deeply felt, because see, this heart is tore deeply and a tear comes out, someone you've cried about, right? It could also talk about someone you missed. Don't go with nobody and don't talk to anyone about the situation or in depth about the situation, because someone could literally come in here and give you some wrong information, all right? And it causes the wounding to be deeper because you are receiving or accepting the lies that are told. Don't go with anyone. You figure it out on your own, because the fact that that bench is gray, don't take anyone with you, because see, the cat by itself represents friend or enemy. It's a 4-legged animal, friend or enemy. Cat. Even though the cat is white, talking about pure intentions, that same white cat sit on that gray bench, and what is the gray? Confusion. You may be in a point or a place where your heart is so broke that anything that sounds good, you make it feel good because you want to get out of this. See? So just be careful. So let's look at your procrastination, right? and see what comes out. Because when you talk about that grove, you want to go and you want to relax and you want to get out of that state of mind of confusion and hurt and pain and sadness. Don't let nobody fill you up with more of that. You know, I know they're your friends and all of that, but at the same time, you know what they're going to say? I told you they wasn't for you anyway. When your heart is broke, do you really have time to hear that? You want somebody to console you and be real with you, and, you know. So you have to be careful. Even though I know as masculines, it may be hard to open up to other people, but you got that one cousin, that one best friend, right? Even your mother or that aunt. Well, I never liked them anyway. You never brought them around anyway. Who wants to hear that? So you go by yourself, right? If I was you, I would go to the water. Always go to the water. Cast your cares upon the water. You sit there, right? You pray. And you ask for your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors and the divines or divine spirit to come up in here and help you solve it. Lead you in the right direction. It's not hard. All you have to do is open your mouth. So therefore, even if you do have to shed a tear, because someone is going to cry, and I'm going to tell you something. Crying doesn't make you any less of a masculine than any feminine. Or another masculine. I don't care. You know, because see, this heartbreak that you going through, it was meant upon this journey. Why? Because this is the card of 9. What is the 9? The heavens, the divines calling for your attention to a person or a situation. A heartbreak that was caused by the divines that have caused you to be in a confused state. Right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, you just take that into consideration. Now we're learning why you're procrastinating, or what is the weakness or the situation that is causing you to procrastinate. For one, you over here ready to swing your sword at your divine feminine because she know too much. Or is it that she sees straight through you? That ain't about what it's about. It's about her seeing the strength, or them seeing the strength in you and you seeing the strength in them, because you mirror each other. See? Then when it comes to heal of the ages or bringing forth that balance, what must be done? Grounding yourself and healing yourself seriously, or getting rid of an earth sign. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just letting you know, when I talk about getting rid of an earth sign, I mean like you have somebody like a karmic or somebody who you in a relationship with, and this makes me go back. Spirit says go back. Didn't I tell you you was getting ready to receive a gift, or someone is getting ready to offer you a gift? And remember, the devil was there with that gift. Whoever this person is for you, somebody who comes in who seems to be solid, they're playing with you, right? That's the devil. And when you build up your spiritual enough, you will be able to see through them, right? And the offers in which they bring, just like your divine feminine sees through you. This is what this is about. I'm telling you, you be careful, because somebody's coming in here with a gift, whether it be them offering they want to just play and lay with you. And I'm gonna tell you something. You're not just laying down with that person. You're laying down with every energy of every person that person done laid down with. Or it is a secret that they're keeping behind their back that you don't know about, and they're coming in here solidly blocking it, and takes it for a joke, because it is going towards your balance. What you don't know, what they don't know won't hurt them. See, that same thing. So you better be careful. That's why you need to get your feels up and ask for help, because all of this stuff is delays. So anybody who you left, or anybody who that separation or that heartbreak came from, you better check, make sure it's you connecting to them in a balanced type of way. If you get the wrong vibe or the wrong vibration from them people, bye. What you say? Bye, Felicia. I don't know if they name her Felicia or not, but who cares? Bye, Felicia. So, spirit, for the divine masculines, Clarify procrastination. What is the procrastination? Why is procrastination here? Over strength and growth. Over strength of growth, right? Those two. You have the Queen of Coins, the Divine Feminine. Out of, having the strength to overcome confusion by yourself. By yourself, right? Having the strength to overcome growth, because I'm praying for you. I'm sending you, hope, love, and wisdom. But at the same time, I am wounded by value. A feminine energy holding a coin has been wounded by value. Not seeing their value. Because you are in a confused state. Slowing everything down. Because don't forget, we're talking about procrastination. Let's keep going. Strength of confusion. Clarify the Queen of Coins, Spirit. You either, listen, I'm finna tell you now. You're either going to get it in your head, because this is why this card pops out on top of strength. Get it in your head that your divine feminine is either your strength, right, or your confusion. All right. So you got a positive and a negative, right? A light and a dark now about this person. That's that balance, right? And they're telling us that you need to get it within your mental, because at this point in time, you are standing in a feminine energy within your mental or mental wounding, right? About this grove situation. Confusion. Queen of Swords represent confusion. Queen of Swords, confusion. Spirit clarify Queen of Swords. Over the Queen of Swords. Look. Out of your head, please. Nine of Swords. Mental depression. Mental, injury. That's for the growth. Strength, Spirit. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. Having the willpower. Look, the wounded warrior must have the willpower to journey. Wow. Staff action. You must have the strength to move forward. That's that willpower to a staff to go through the doorway, gateway, threshold, right? Spiritual wisdom. That's the moon. Journeying, you, the wounded warrior, whether you have been wounded, because you've been wounded, what have you been wounded by? Procrastination. And my other card, come here. Selling yourself short, baby. You talking about past lives here, honey. Right? So getting it together, right? To move forward and journey along towards the light. Right? And what is your light? The same way or where the hermit is journeying towards. That strength. You see? Now let me break down, right? Spiritual wisdom is pulling you towards the doorway, gateway, threshold, baby. Move forward. Yes, that is your green light to move forward. Listen, let me tell you something. When I see all these wards and the mental injuries, oh my God, what are they gonna do? Maybe not in that voice. They may reject you. But I'm gonna tell you something. What they say. If you can't beat them once, what is it? Join them. Right? Whatever. Listen. The Queen of Swords with the Nine of Swords make the Ten of Swords. So if you go towards them one time and they reject you, they will not reject you anymore. But at the same time, a lot of these divine feminines, all that mental hostilities that you have towards them, they don't have towards you, because the Ten of Swords talking about laying down, ending the cycle, letting it go, ready to be reborn. Because see, the Ten of Cycles or ready to be rebirthed is about somebody laying down in the water, right? And all these swords in their back. They are over that. And they are literally entering into a new journey. So if you don't get on board or one accord, you will be left. And therefore, you are going to add more confusion and more heartbreak and ache and pain to your life. You see? So, what is it that you're doing towards your willpower? Right? So, Spirit says, ground yourself. So, what are you doing? You're taking action towards willpower. But why? Outside of the spiritual pool, come on through the door. I am on a new journey, Ace of Staff, upon communication. Right? See? So you waiting on communication? You waiting on some type of sign, symbol saying, hey, she's not mad with you, or they're not mad with you anymore. They started a new cycle. They're getting ready to rejuvenate back to life. So you must move forward. If you drop the ball, or no, I ain't gonna say that. Maybe you waiting on a spiritual symbol or a spiritual sign before you go through that doorway gateway, because really the wounded warrior is being pushed forward by willpower. So I'm gonna leave you alone, right? So, but I'm just letting you know, it's all within the mind about action. Because see, listen, to get to the divine feminine, Queen of Coin, what must be done? Stop procrastinating within your mental. See that? Queens, swords, 9 of swords, mental. Swords represent logic, right? And you must get on with the get on, that procrastination, of action. Look, because all of these represent staff. See? Staff. The hermit has a staff. And then they're telling us that the hermit is going towards the light, which is strength. You see that? You got to do what you got to do. It's not hard to do. I ain't even going to get no backstory. So get over the heartbreak. Stop listening to other people. Because somebody coming in here with a hidden agenda, trying to block you from their real reason of why they coming. Everybody who coming in and they saying something negative, and you're allowing them to speak negatively about a heartbreak, your balance, or who brings you balance, and you over here fighting against the divine feminine. Bye, Felicia. Can't have people up in here wounding you even more. Slowing down the process. So let's go on over here to your dark night of the soul, your spiritual connection. The same as the divine feminine. But you have some divine feminines leaving up out of this. So I don't know how yours is going to be. Spirit, what surrounds the divine masculine's night of the dark night of the soul at this time? Representation of you and your spiritual self, man. You got to get over it. Oh my goodness. You have 3. Divine feminines had 2. On top of, right, the dark night of the soul, you have rigid. The divine feminines have rigid as well. What is rigid? The creation, right, of the wall, right? But the thing about that wall of weakness, there's a black bird there. And I know you'll say, oh my God, Leah, it's a dark message. No, it's not. All black birds don't represent darkness or, negativity. It also represents banishment. There is a message trying to break through or get through that weak wall of yours. Or there is a message of banishment trying to tear down this weak wall of yours that has been created. What must you understand and what must you see surrounding your wall? Right? Open your eyes, getting out the dark night of the soul. First, you must pay attention to your self-worth. And these 2 make the 8 again. More 8s. Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations. The banishment of the wall pertaining to your self-worth. And divine feminines have self-worth as well, right? And on the flip side, the other side, right? The divine's all up in here telling you about your hope. And there is the moon, right? Divine representing, calling for your attention to a situation or a person. You must have hope. What do you must have hope for? You're entering out the dark night of the soul, right? Or you must have hope to journey within this dark night of the soul to tear down the walls or the weakness of the dark night of the soul. Boom. That's you. That's what you coming out. What are you going to learn? What are you going to see? Hoping, wishing, praying. You got the moon here. But now you are being faced with to look at your value or your self-worth. You're not seeing yourself as valuable. Oh, they don't want me. They're going to reject me. No. Just like you feel what you're going through, they feel what you're going through too. Just like you can feel what they're going through. Yeah. So it's not about that. You need to change the way you look at your self-worth, because this is a card of 5, right? And then the divine say you must have hope to keep moving forward. We are here with you. Even in your darkest hour. Because you're in the woods, Boom. We right here, baby. We right here. Ain't no weakness. Ain't no afraid. Never mind that. Let go of the weakness of the wall. Ain't no weakness. We ain't on that. You a masculine. And if your feminine over here powered up and ain't crying over spilled milk and they strong, you got to take your position, babe. Let's go. Let's look at this dark night of the soul, spirit, for the divine masculine. It's a long, but it's a well-needed message for the dark night of the soul. You have 2. What is the message? The page of staff towards the world. The message or the news about a completion. The world, a successful ending. Look at all your little staffs. The creation, because the 3 staffs makes the creation of action towards the news, towards the completion. Boom. See that? Clarify the 3 of staff and the world spirit for the divine masculine over your hope. When you leave or while you're journeying through your dark night of the soul, hope, hope, hope. Hope is for the recovery or the plan of recovery towards the home, right? It's the hope, hope, hope. What about the self-worth for the divine masculine? You have 2. Over your self-worth, self-value, baby. The change. Communication towards the final decision is being made. Yeah. Wow. Let's go. Communication. If you are valuable, then therefore your judgment and your communication is value too, correct? When you talk about hope and you talk about this mental injury, I know you want to know and you concerned about your home situation, but because your home situation, whether your children are there or whatever, what. When I say you in the divine's investment, so are your seeds that have already been brought forth on this earth. So why are you worried? A plan of action towards the home, facing a heartbreak, baby, letting go towards the home situation because a plan of recovery is within your mental. Let's go, babe. So let's look at this news. Spirit, clarify the page of staff in the world. What you got going, divine masculine? Feelings of regret. What you feeling sad about? Worrying about all these things, attachments, but not focusing on the 2 of cups and not taking action because you have laid your staff down. What are your attachments at this time? The home situation and your hope. Hope everything works out. It will, baby. And your value of your communication of your final decision. Boom. Worrying about too much. What's under the bottom of the deck? Look, divine worth, divine value is worried, mentally stressing towards a commitment or spiritual connection towards someone who is single. Who? What? Why though? Why? Because the reconciliation, 3 of cups, the act, is being juggled or is causing struggling of who? A mental king. A man or a king who thinks they logic is on straight. Right? About what? About laying down burdens. See. Towards who? The empress. This is a person who would be found in your home. So, since we talking about home situation, that's this. In hopes of. Mm. Sneaky actions towards a home situation could be. Or a heartbreak towards a home situation with a plan of recovery. And then, they're telling us that these two, what is going to happen. See that? King of Swords, Ten of Staff, Empress. On a new journey. Who's on a new journey? The King of Swords. Why? Because the King of Swords is over here closest to the Ace of Staff, outside or away of the Nine of Staff. What is the Nine of Staff? The wounded warrior. Who has caused your wounding? The Empress, right? Who you were in a home situation with. Boom. See that? So now you juggling that, you juggling the reconciliation of you and your divine feminine's spiritual connection or, commitment, because either, you're single or you have to shake free and become single, or you trying to, maybe I need to hurry up and stop procrastinating because they by themselves and somebody gonna come along. It's so much. Worry about them Three of Cups, right? So it says you're indecisive towards the journey, the new journey. I just told you was going on a new journey, King of Swords towards the Ten of Staff. But who? For your confirmation? You, divine masculine, right? And making a solid offer towards foundation or the connection of two, the connecting factors of two people, right? And in this offering of stability, right? You have to end the mental worry. Look, get out of your head and do what? Face truth. Ace of Swords. So if you thought that this was play, it's not. And I'm going to tell you now, to get up out this dark night of the soul, if you keep playing with this connection, or keep playing with the sun, or going against the sun, or, going against the grain of the divines, they're going to play with you back. And you're going to find yourself in a position where you're not even going to be with the divine feminine. Because the divine feminine going to keep growing on them levels. And they're going to attract the new divine masculine. So, you do what you got to do. You wrestle with them inner demons, get them out of here. You wrestle with them mental demons, get them out of here. Because we already know the devil showed up for you. So you do what you got to do. Anybody who needs to talk to me about past life, twin flames, personal reads, talk to me. I talk back. Right? So you do what you got to do. And I know this reading has been long, but it is necessary to look at your actions and your mental stresses and getting over your emotions. And this is the thing. I'm going to tell you something about like my past. I always told my, boyfriends or ex-boyfriends, it don't matter. I tell them all the same thing. When you go out into this world that we live in, this physical illusion, you can put your little hard persona on or your little hard mask. But when you grace the threshold of my doors or our doors or whatever doors, leave that at my door. Because you must be, you must be put in a situation, or you must be in a place where, you have a time to be hard, right? Or be strong. And you must have a time to be weak, or you must have a time to breathe. So why not allow that time to be when you're around me? I'm not finna nag you. If I'm a person who's for you. I'm not finna be calling your phone and asking you where you at and doing all this I don't have time for that. I trust you, you trust me. I know what you're doing, you know what I'm doing. And we already gonna be connected, so we gonna be knowing what each other doing at the same time as part of the journey. Why cause yourself more stress than what's needed? Because you want to keep running around out here with these different people and different relationships and intertwining with all that energy. Don't get left. That's all I can tell you. Because these divine feminines, They're doing what they have to do to keep going. A lot of them are literally blowing up overnight. Success is coming because they are starting to activate their birthrights. And the greatest wounding that has been put in your life, mental injury. Whether someone has told you you wasn't valuable enough, good enough, you know, and you're out here intertwining with all these energies to make you feel like you macho, macho. Why? To delay the process of your success and your wealth. But it's all about how you look at it. Selling out, you must get over. Stop selling yourself short. And stop listening to all these quote unquote friends and family and all these people that live in this delusional, illusional world, injuring you, making you sell yourself short because they have been sold, certified, guaranteed short, never be as powerful or as valuable as you. Slowing down the delay. It's delays. You do what you gotta do, and then the thing about it, these two cards together make the 9. What is the 9? Call the divine's calling for your attention to a person or a situation. You do what you gotta do, man. Stop listening to all these people, and you move forward. I'm Leah, right? This is Enlightened Mystic Essentials. Talk to me, I talk back, right? So until I see you guys next time, go look at the Divine Feminine reading. Work it out, figure it out, take care.